This is Racer X with another video on the low C 1/4 scale RC dirt bike. This video is going to be on the new Vitavon aluminum rims. There's a few things that I would like to go over with you guys so you understand these rims and the mounting of the tires on the rims as we go along. So first thing you do once you take the rim out of the package is you're going to clean the whole rim with acetone, both rims, okay, really good. Then you're going to clean the lip of your tires that you're going to mount on really good with acetone to remove all the mold release. Okay, next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put them on the rims. You're going to pull back the rubber tires so you can see the inside lip of the aluminum on the rim, on the front and the rear. Okay, so in other words, your tire is going to look real skinny because you're going to pull everything back and set it in the center groove of the rim. Okay, so everything's out of the way as far as the tire lips on both. Okay, and just keep an eye on your tires so they don't pop back in on you when you're getting ready to apply your shoe goo. Okay, you're going to put shoe goo with a syringe, a glue syringe, and I explained it in one of my other videos. Okay, from the hobby store or off Amazon, whatever it is. You're going to cut the tip of the syringe to make sure it's the exact same diameter as the lip of the rim on both sides. Okay, front and rear. You're going to go ahead and you're just going to squeeze your shoe goo in there, one side at a time, and then pull your tire back from the center of the rim and let it sit on the lip of the rim all the way around real nicely. Then you're going to take a Q-tip and you're going to go around and clean off any excess shoe goo around the rim. Okay, once you do that, you're going to take acetone on a rag. Okay, lightly, not soaked, just lightly. You're going to clean off all the shoe goo that's got on the tire and the lip of the rim. Okay, and you're going to do this on each side of each rim, front and rear. Okay, then you're going to take your glue syringe, clean off the tip. If you have magnifying glasses or if you have really good eyes, you could go ahead and you're going to put that tip of the syringe on the edge right here, close up under some light, because you have to have light to do this, and you're going to go ahead and go around the whole circumference of the rim. Okay, completely. Okay, and then you're going to see that it's flattened out but a little globby. Okay, and you're going to leave it, and you're going to do this on all sides, excuse me guys, all sides of the rims. Okay, and it's going to look like that. Okay, a little globby, but you want that globbiness because that's your flex and your strength. Okay, on your rim and tire mounting. Let me get a little better look here. You see how it's a little globby? Don't worry about it. Once again, it gives you the strength and the flex on the tire whenever it has impact. Okay, on the dirt or asphalt. If you don't do that, which is the critical part, is to get that goop up in there, okay, with the syringe, and then let it sit. Don't clean it up, just let it sit, okay, and it'll shrink and stick to the tire and rim just like it did here, really nicely. Okay, once again, like I say in my videos, I've been doing this for years, so this is how you mount tires and rims that are aluminum. You do not want to use CA or any kind of super glue whatsoever. If you do that, then your tires are stuck on there for good and you're going to have a hell of a time ripping them off. Then you have to soak them in a 1/4 gallon of acetone for about 24 hours to 25 hours. Then you're going to have to take a soaked acetone rag and clean your rims up really good. After that, you're going to have a bunch of haziness on your anodizing, so you have to grab another rag and fresh acetone and go and clean it again until you get rid of all the haziness on the nipples and everything, because what the acetone does is it breaks down the the properties in the super glue or the hobby glue and makes them super thin and liquefied, and then it sticks to everything. The other thing is you're going to have all kinds of super glue on your fingers, so you're going to be sticking, and if you have gloves, it's going to stick to the gloves. It's a mess, man. Like I said in one of my videos, I bought $400 wheels for a 1/5 scale car that I was racing professionally, and I ruined $400 wheels. I just gave up and threw them in the garbage can because the mess was so critical. All right, so do not use any excuse me, any super glue. Okay, like I was saying, any kind of glue like that. If you want to use some super strength contact cement, and I have some coming off Amazon. It's like the strongest stuff. It's like $15, and it bonds to everything. You may be able to try that. What this also does when you're using the shoe goo or the contact cement, if you want to take the tire off because you don't like the way you mounted it or something's just not right or whatever the deal is, you can pull it back off, take your acetone on a rag and clean off all the shoe goo and the contact cement if you decide to mount them with contact cement. But it has to be the stuff that I just ordered. You could use slime contact cement, which is used for putting plugs in tires or patches on tires. You can use that also. You can't fail on the mounting of this because you can always take them off and clean them up, and it doesn't ruin your tires or ruin your rims. So you get a second try. Once you put the shoe goo on there and everything's mounted as you see it on the bike right now, you will need to leave it for about 8 hours to 10 hours, okay, before you go ahead and mount them on your bike. And then you're going to check the tire by pushing on it real hard to make sure that the flex is there and that it's not going to come off, okay? And you're going to do the same on the rear. All right, you're going to have that flex, okay? Then you can go ahead and mount them on your bike and then run from there. But I strongly suggest you give it at least a full day to a full day and night before you start hitting the dirt and hitting the jumps and all that stuff, just to make sure that the shoe goo on the inside of the rim is completely cured, not just the outside. Okay, so be patient when you're mounting your tires and rims, and be patient with the dry time. You're going to be better off, and you're going to be happy that you did. Okay. Another thing I want to introduce to you, and I said this in one of my other videos for my plastic rims. Okay, I drilled holes, okay, in my plastic rims to give it that air type tire. See how it's like a real tire? So it sucks air in and pushes air out. Okay, which makes the tire softer and gives you more bite, and it will also be a lot nicer when they balloon up and then they shrink. Ballooning is when you get on the throttle full speed and they want to balloon up and then shrink down like this. Okay, so that helps you out there. On the aluminum wheels, I did the exact same thing. I drilled a 2mm hole, okay, in 4 places, and you will have to find your placement of where you want it. And I strongly suggest that your placement be, okay, in between the spokes. I didn't do it in between the spokes because I already had the tires mounted, but you want to do it in between the spokes when the rims have not been mounted with tires yet. In other words, you just got fresh aluminum, and you go to the center of the rim and you mark it off on the inside of the center of the rim, right about, in between the spokes right here. Okay, on the inside, and then go ahead and drill your 2mm hole, and you're going to do 4 of those, and you're going to find your placement. So let's say I want to drill a hole here. Well, I'm going to look up here and find that my next hole will be here, so it's equal, full 90 degrees. You're going to do the same on the side, full 90 degrees. So my next placement would be here, okay, and then my next placement would be, whoops, my bad, right here, okay, on the center. Now remember, you're going to drill on the inside of the wheel in the center. I drilled them on the side, like I said, because I already had the tires mounted, and it turned out really, really nice. Okay, you do not want to go any bigger than 2 millimeters, so make sure you get a 2 millimeter bit to do it. And you're going to see it's really cushy, really nice. You won't suck like any dirt or anything inside your tires, so you'll be fresh there. And what else could I tell you? I think that's about it. I think. Oh, wait. Let's get into truing of the rims. When they come from the factory from Vitavon, they are not completely, as you can see, it's not completely round. On the OD and ID, it wants to hop a little bit, and it also wants to move from side to side. So you're going to have to grab a motocross truing rim video to learn how to true the rims, okay? And they will explain to you how to do each spoke properly until the rim is completely trued. Another thing you were going to need to do is you're going to also need to get some kind of a jig, make some kind of a jig with a rod coming out. Okay, we'll use this side. When the rod's coming out from the jig, a block or a vise or whatever you're using, okay, to jig it up, it's going to have to come as close to the rim as possible on the inside edge, okay, because you can't use the outside edge because you got shoe goo on it, so you have to use the inside edge right here, okay, and if it wobbles back and forth, it'll tell you in the video which spokes to true and how much to true them. It's called lacing up wheels. When I was racing pro motocross, supercross, I used to true my own wheels and lace them up and all that stuff and get them all straight. So once again, the rims do not come perfect out of the box. Okay, so if they're a little wobbly, get into that video and check it out for truing and lacing wheels. And you're definitely going to need a jig. The other thing is that when you're beating on these wheels and you're running it really hard, which I don't strongly suggest, spokes tend to loosen up, okay, and break in. And when they break in, then you have to retrue. So these are a maintenance wheel. This isn't, oh, let's put some tires on, mount them up, and go run, and who cares, okay, because you're going to get hops and you're going to get wobbles, okay? So you're going to have to work on truing the spokes and learning how to true it properly. So you knew the job was dangerous when you took it, when you bought the wheels. I already knew what I was getting into, and I already know what I'm doing, and I already have a spoke truing wrench. These spokes here are just one size smaller than BMX nipples, excuse me. So either way, you'll have to figure it out. So just be patient on that, and you're going to need patience, and probably take you a good hour and a half to true the rims after they've been broken in. Okay, is there anything else? I think that'll do it for this video. I know I helped you guys out on this one once again, and we're good to go. Oh, one last thing. When you get these wheels, okay, there is no aluminum bearing insert on the inside of the hub. You're going to have to take it out of your old hub of one of your wheels to put it in. So you'll have to push the bearing out, put it in, and push the bearing back in, because you'll notice that there's a lot of space in there, okay? They did it on the front one where it has the spacer on the inside in stainless steel, but they didn't give you one for the rear because I guess they wanted you to use your aluminum lightweight spindle that goes on inside the rear. So hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. When you take your old wheel off, you'll see one bearing on one side, one bearing on the other side, and then you'll say, oh, there's like an aluminum spindle inside the hub. Well, you're going to need to take that out and put it into your new Vitavons, okay? Or maybe maybe Gil Losi has some of those spindles for sale now as a spare part. I don't know. I believe it just comes with the rims. So okay, that's it. And happy racing. Be safe. Have a new year, because today is New Year's Day and 2024. So there it is. I will post some more videos when I get a chance as new upgrades are done. Peace out. Racer X.